Hey everyone, and welcome to this YouTube video. Today, I would like to show you how to value an internally develop an internal developed software. So I mean, just basically a software created internally by the company, and the method that it is generally used for valuing this kind of software, which means basically a software who doesn't have an active market where it can be traded or sold. The main used method for valuing this kind of software is the cost approach. The cost approach generally, when you have to value tangible intangible asset, generally splitted between two different methods. The first one is the reproduction cost new. That is the one that we're going to use in this video. And the second one is the replacement cost new. Obviously, these two approaches have their own differences, but in this video, we're going um, to dive into the reproduction cost new. This method, I want um, just to add a couple of informations about this method. Basically, it states that you should estimate the current cost for creating an exact replica of the software you're valuing, using obviously the current prices and cost. And then you have to, I mean, net this value of the obsolescence of the asset. There are obviously main type of obsolescence, like the functional, economic, physical obsolescence. It doesn't belong that much to intangible asset, but it is more relatable to tangible ones. So I won't, I mean, spend too much time on the theory about the reduction cost and the cost approach, because if you go online you can find tons of articles and papers um, about this method. But I want to, as always in my channel, stay this and model it on Excel. So we're going to value the software, obviously relying on some on many assumptions that I have defined for this video, but in your professional life, you're going to define with the clients you're working for. So in this case, we're going to value a couple of software. This is what the final model looks like. We're going to estimate, first of all the direct costs associable to the software, because remember that with the reproduction cost new, we're going to estimate the value of a software which is identical to the software we're following using the current prices. Then we have to estimate our indirect cost, and we get the reproduction cost. Then we have to add this excess cost, which the literature defines in different many ways. Basically, in my opinion, these excess costs are all of the expenses that you could basically that you can basically avoid or save thanks to the, for instance, learning curve that we have developed in the years between when you created the software and the reference date of this valuation. So we're going to add this excess cost, and then we have to reduce the value of the asset by the obsolescence in order to account for the time passed between when we build this software internally and the date we're valuing them today. So let's jump into our model. and let's build it from scratch. So, evaluation date is today. The typology is the reproduction cost new and referring to software. The year when we built the software was for the software 1, 2017, and for the software 2 is 2020. This section is extremely useful for defining the obsolescence because I'm going to show you a formula which is uh, spreadly used for defining the obsolescence. So when the useful life of the software, generally is defined by society, or you can look at the market, or you can look at the uh, annual reports of comparable companies to the one you're working for. 20 years for this one, and 22 for this other one. So the age of the software is basically just year of this minus this one. The software has a 7 year. The first software is 7 years old. The second one is 4 years old because obviously was built 2020. We are in 2024, so just 4 years. Okay, so let's now estimate all the direct costs. Okay, I mean obviously this is a model just to illustrate you and show you how and what is the rationale beneath this evolution approach. Obviously, you can change all of these costs. You can make them more complex or easier as you prefer. So in terms of the hardware costs, let's suppose that the numbers of computers and servers needed to build from scratch this software is 50 for the first software and is 5 for the second one, because we are supposing basically that the software one is more complex than the second one, and the cost per single software is this one. So we have just to multiply. Okay. In terms of the development cost, it is basically probably the main cost. It is the one associated to the developers, so the people coding manually the software. So let's suppose the cost per hour is 40, and I don't know, 40 here as well. It's obviously an average because probably on a software will be working, I mean, senior developer, analyst, intern. So this is an average. The number of hours is cost per hour is 20,000 instance because this is a big software, and this is, I don't know. I mean, I think that the cost approach it is extremely suitable for internally developed software because once the company has developed and built the software in the past, it 100% sure that she can provide all of this information because she has been, I mean, through all of this stuff in the past. Obviously, those are current prices, not past prices, all of this. So let's now delete its formula. And now we have the license cost for I don't protect or build this software. So we are supposing that we need oops, we need 5 licenses here and here 3. Oops. Then the cost per license is I don't know, 49 euro and 37 per 5 on average. And the numbers of months is, I don't know, 19 months. We built it 13. That's now this times this one times this one. Okay. In terms of the indirect cost we're making here, I mean, assumption to make this work here easier. So we are just assuming them as, I don't know, 20,000 and 20,000 and 10,000, oops, euro. Sorry, the production cost before accounting for excess cost and the obsolescence is just this one plus this one. Okay. For the excess cost, let's assume here percentage. This is quite a common approach to estimate the excess cost as a percentage of the production cost new. Oops. Then we have the sum of these two. Then we have to calculate the um, obsolescence. One smart way to define the obsolescence is just to divide the residual the age of the software divided by the useful life. Okay, so basically this is the part where we have to reduce our reproduction cost new. Okay, so just give me a moment. This is different from 50, 80, 46. This is quite different because this was 35. Okay, so now obviously now we have subtract the replacement cost before obsolescence for the obsolescence, and this is the fair value basically of our two softwares. So I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, obviously feel free to leave a comment. If you want this model, I'm going to leave my email below, so you can just send me a message and I'll send you the model. And I obviously kindly ask you to subscribe also if you enjoyed the video to the channel. Visit the YouTube channel. I bring here many videos related to every week a video related to the private equity investment banking M&A world. So for instance, here you can see a comparable multiples valuation of Nvidia. You have a company profile of Tesla. You have the DCF. Extremely detailed and insightful, in my opinion, DCF of Apple. We have the income method for Walmart. We have an LBO. So obviously, I hope you enjoyed the video. See you. Bye.